Good morning. It's just you and me again. Nobody else is up, just us. What we're going to talk about this morning. I get up this morning, I thought, I've absolutely no idea, but I've got it now. U squared. Yeah? Here's a true story. I'm just going to summarize this book really, really quickly, but I thought this story would be really good for you to begin with. So, a true story. I'm sitting in a quiet room in Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place back among the pine trees about an hour from Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle on a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy. Try harder. We know that, don't we? Try harder. Oh my God, do you not remember your parents saying that to you and saying that to you in school? Try harder. First of all, the word try. You can't try anything. You either do or you don't. And harder. Doesn't work, does it? Let me tell you. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is in part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. Oops. The fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time, and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks, with only a fraction of the effort now being wasted. It could be free of its imposed trap. The breakthrough possibly is there. It could be so easy. Why doesn't the fly try another approach? Something dramatically different. Why don't you try another approach? Something dramatically different. Why don't you? How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offer the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? Is that you? Is it? I was just thinking of people's lives and thinking of, I've always grown, but I know there's people who don't grow and do the same thing over and over and over and over again, thinking there's going to be something different. Well, it'll be all right this time next year. Listen, it doesn't be all right this time next year. You have to change what's in here for anything to change in the outside world. And if you're trying harder to change the outside world, that's like buying the bunch of, cutting the flowers. You've got the flowers in the vase, but then they die. Yeah, so you get it, then you don't have it. Then you go and cut some more flowers, and then you get it. And you can keep trying and trying, but those flowers are still going to die in the vase. So no doubt the approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's a big part of the problem. If you take your hopes for breakthrough and trying harder than ever, you may kill your chances for success. And you know what? Even flip and kill yourself because it's just you're causing more. Good morning, Brenda. You're causing more stress in your body. When you cause stress in your body, it releases cortisol, and then which just like you change the pH of your body, and it's like it becomes acid. And then acid, as you probably know, will start to eat away at your insides. But you don't see that, do you? No, you don't see that you go, oh my goodness, but Sheena, there's horrible things that happen in this earth. What if you went out and you and a car ran you over? Somebody asked me that question, and I went, but it's okay to kill yourself slowly over years of negative thinking that is disintegrating your body, or lack of decision making, which is disintegration as well. It's okay to do that. It's okay to eat rubbish food for 20 years and kill your body slowly. But for somebody to be killed in a car crash, that's like horrible because it happens so quickly. Let me tell you, there's one thing in this world we're not going to get out alive. So enjoy it. Do something different. I read a post the other day and it said, when I come back, I'm going to make more mistakes. We're too serious about life. Lighten up. when somebody asked Bob a question, had all these serious, serious questions in it, and Bob even said, I don't even understand what you mean there. You're being too intellectual. Lighten up. Just lighten up. Yeah. I love the little steps that it's got in this. I think you have to get this directly from Price Pritchard, this book. So it goes, quantum leaps. You know, you don't actually take a quantum leap if you're thinking, I want a quantum leap. You're not ready to be in the place you want to be. You only look back and see the quantum leaps. And so I remember one time somebody saying to me, Sheena, just stop and look back at where you are. You are the person you wanted to be. And I went, oh my God, so I am. I hadn't realised. When I moved into this house and, I was cooking dinner for my children. I was in the middle of it before I realised, oh my God, I've just taken a quantum leap. I hadn't realised because I was doing the work. And then the next thing, you're just there. Yeah. So you look back and you see the quantum leaps. If you're looking forward to a quantum leap, you're not there. And stop trying to push a quantum leap. It's about taking the next natural step. And it will grow and grow, but you've got to think of it and keep it in your mind the whole time. So what else in Lighten have we got? Most people operate with a mindset that assumes success comes one step at a time. So even you are taking the next natural step, and it is one step at a time, but actually they can be huge steps, but they don't feel like huge steps to you. They feel like the most natural next step to take. And you're that busy and involved in enjoyment and love and life that you don't even notice them. Okay, but you don't have to have 10% growth, 20% growth. You can have 100% growth, 500% growth. That can be the most natural next step for you. Can you imagine that? That's the sort of work that you want to be doing. Well, you don't have to, I'm just telling you, it's there. Change your rules for personal success. If you want to accelerate your rate of achievement rapidly, you must search out and vigorously employ new behaviours. So it goes through that. Quit trying harder. More of the same usually just gives you more of the same. Ignore conventional approaches. Get ruthless about trying something different. Ricochet, if you're trying to climb over the wall, open a door and walk through. If you're pushing against a river, try going with the flow. Yeah. Ignore conventional approaches. That's why people, like with network marketing, they get all like, oh my God, that's just not going to happen. Not everybody succeeds. Look at what you're doing now. Not everybody succeeds. 90% of people are on the bottom, 10% are on the top, but you seem to accept that in a corporate job. You seem to accept that in whatever industry you're in, and it's exactly the same in network marketing. So when people say to me, not everybody succeeds, and I went, well, at least you've got this is effort based. You put the effort in, you're gonna climb and climb and climb. That's up to you. There's nobody in your way. But here's the thing, that scares you to death, doesn't it? Because if you don't grow, it's you. And that scares you. And then you worry about somebody else's opinion. That scares you. Stand up. Be something different, because you could change your world, but not just your world. Listen, it's not about you anyway. It's about other people that you could help, people who don't know about opportunities like this. Help them. Help them get out of where they are. Help them see that there's more that they can do, that they don't have to work so hard. So stop thinking of yourself whenever somebody approaches you about network marketing. I know it's fear. I know it's people's opinion. I know it's your ego. You know why? Because I was exactly the same. And then when I got over myself, by losing everything, you become so humbled, and then you see the flipping opportunity that it is. It's a level playing field. You don't need a qualification. You don't need money. You don't need intelligence. You just need, a personality, persistence, and consistency. And you can lead the way out. I've spoken to people who are leaders, and they go, how can I talk about that? Exactly, because you're a leader. Stand up, be proud. change people's lives. So ignore conventional approaches. Stop doing the same stuff, guys. Think beyond what common sense would allow. A 10 or 20% improvement isn't the idea at all. That would only represent incremental gains. Do you know each level that you can go up? 400% increase. Wow. Could you do that in 1 year? Have you increased your income by 400% in 1 year? No, but you can do. But that scares you because you think, I couldn't do that. Now, you may be really educated and watching this now and going, well, of course I could do that because I thought that. And I got really annoyed at myself whenever I didn't do it. And then I realised it's all effort-based. Something had to change in here. It's my flipping ego, let me tell you. An ego doesn't pay the bills. Suspend disbelief. Act as if your success is certain. If you must doubt something, doubt your limits. Isn't that amazing? If you must doubt something, doubt your limits. You know, faith and fear is just believing in something unseen. Yeah. So you both of them are unseen. So why are you believing in the fear? Focus on the ends rather than the means. You don't have to know where you're going to get there, but you need to know where you want to go. And the key is not to get in the way. You see these little chapters in here, they're just literally one little pages. They're absolutely awesome. And just to give you that, I don't know, something you can read every day. They're so easy. If you're not used to reading, then it's a really good book to start on. Rely on the unseen forces. Just as real, though out of sight, are invisible resources ready to make a profound difference in what you can achieve. So like the unseen forces, everything is formless substance made into form. So my body's the same as this computer. My body's the same as the planet. My body's the same as the car. It's made out of formless substance that became form. How magic is it? I mean, listen, there's the signal coming to your phone right now or coming to your computer. You can't see that, but you know it's there. You know gravity exists. Rely on those unseen forces because they are so powerful. Choose a different set of risks. The biggest obstacle to overcoming the odds is never challenging them. There you go. The biggest obstacle to overcoming the odds is never challenging them. So, you know, this is like the terror barrier that happens, okay? So this is lesson 7 in thinking into results. So we take you through exactly what happens in there because even sometimes paying for this program brings out a terror barrier. So here's what happens. Your heart wants to do one thing, but your head is telling you something else. So this is going, yes, yes. This is going, but, no, no. Look what happened last time, okay? It sets up a chemical reaction in your body that's fighting itself. That means that you're changing something. Go with the chemical reaction. Go with the chaos that's going to be feeling. Yeah. To begin with, it's terrible, but what people do is they bounce back into comfort. That just keeps you where you are. When you work through the terror barrier and get to the other side, you have freedom. There's no risks anyway. Listen, here's one here. Trust in the power of pursuit, but this one, seek failure. Seek failure. Failure is a resource. It helps you find the edge of your capacities. If you're not failing at something, you're not changing anything. So all those people who sit in their ivory towers and pretend that they're perfect and pretend that they're fulfilled, most people are not. There's something missing. If you're not growing, you're dying, yeah? And people who sit there and just point and point and point, let me tell you, mediocrity criticizes excellence. And excellence is going for gold, going for what you want, going and trying, going, making a fool out of yourself, and getting up and going again. Getting up and going again. Getting up and going again. What else have you got to do? Sit around and watch the TV? Yeah? Or seek back to this what you normally do. Get up, seek failure. It's scary to begin with, but then you go, if I'm not feeling at something, if I'm not feeling uncomfortable, oh my goodness, I'm not changing. And I'm like straight in there again. Yeah. Seek comfort in the uncomfortable and trust in the power of pursuit. So this is here how you set up the law of receiving, right? Is that you want something, but you must give first of all so that you can activate the law. And giving is in taking action. So there's no point in just sitting there visualizing. It's wonderful, raising your vibration. You must show faith in the universe by going forward with an action, that acting as if you were about to do something, whatever it is that you want. You must take a first forward action, then the law of receiving will come. Then you take a next action, then the law of receiving will come. It's giving and receiving happening at the same time. But you must walk forward, do something, get uncomfortable. Uneasiness is a predictable psychological reaction whenever you're making big changes. Wow. Making you uncomfortable? That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Open your gifts. If you look at these particular skills you developed over the years, the talents you've exhibited, you will find they are gifts you opened and enjoyed. You know the biggest gift of all that you have? And I had this yesterday with something that I finally accepted. So here's the thing, we live on three, whatever the word is. Anyway, it's spiritual. We live on an intellectual, we live on a spiritual, and we live on a physical plane. That's it. There's the word. We live on 3 planes. Yeah. So we get it intellectually. I can have so many intellectual conversations with people. And I was a real know-it-all beforehand as well. Yeah, I will do. It's U squared. There you go. I'll make sure I put it in the thing. Bryce Pritchard. So we get it intellectually. We get it spiritually. The last thing to get it is our physical body. Have you ever felt that? Saying, I know this, but our body's doing something different. It goes, eh, 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 eh. There's something in here that's stopping us. Yeah. That's the last thing to do. So it doesn't matter what you know. Doesn't matter that you've got all this spiritual knowledge and you think that you're following Christianity or spiritualism, but you're still worrying, you're still procrastinating, you're still doing all those things because your physical body, you've got all the paradigms locked up inside, and unless you do something with them, you're going to be the same. Stop getting more knowledge and change the paradigms. I promise you, that is the work forward. So your gifts, do you know the gift? When you start to clear the crap that's away from you, when you can finally accept that you're wonderful, not from an ego point of view, but humbled to your very knees, that this price, that this gift that you've been given from the universe is you. You are a gift enough by being you, by being the best version of you, is gift enough to yourself and to other people around you. When you can finally accept that, that feeling is priceless, just priceless. Funny enough, the next chapter on this is fall in love. Fall in love with yourself first of all. Then you can fall in love with anything else. But if you don't love yourself, and that's the biggest problem, and you think, oh, I do love myself. Do you have worry and doubt and fear in your life? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you accept your greatness? Do you judge and criticize people outside you? You may not know, but do you think that's good, that's bad? That's negative, that's positive? Do you? That's judgment. Good or bad? Everything is for our good. We are life itself, and we can't help but grow. And everything is for our good. Make your move before you're ready. Stop waiting to be ready to be ready. Because you just be ready to be ready to be ready. You don't go anywhere. Make your move before you're ready. Scare the poop out of yourself and just step forward. When you make a decision, the universe will follow you. Make your move before you're ready. Okay, there you go. There you go, U squared. that was that book, all done in one go. But read it over and over and over again. It really is a priceless little book for people, especially if you've never done any personal development before. It's a classic book. And if you have done personal development before, it's a classic book. Yeah. So listen, have an awesome day and make your move before you're ready. I don't know. What would you like to do? Yeah. If there's something you want to do, I'll put my link up there again. Call me. Let's have a chat. But listen, don't call me just to have a chat. Stop wasting your time. I don't want you to waste your time. Don't call me just for a chat. Call me if you're serious about changing something in your life. Yeah? Only if you're serious. If you've been chatting and you've been doing everything for free and you think you can carry on doing that, you're fooling yourself. Just stop it right now. Yeah? But if you're serious about investing in yourself, serious about change, and serious about taking action, I'm the person to talk to because I will challenge you big style. I will challenge you big style. I love it. So listen, and it's all done with love, okay? That's all. I only ever do it with love because I'm interested to see your reaction when I say certain things to you and see what happens. Some people shrink right in and I have to go back in and pull them back out again. Yeah? And other people rise and I go, wow, I love that reaction. Love it. So have an awesome day. Thank you, Brenda, for being here. So yes, the book is, I'm going to put it in here, U squared. It actually says U2 by Price Pritchard. Or Pritchett even, not that to go. There you go, Price Pritchett. So have an awesome day. See you later.